Welcome to the broadcast. Terry Bonadonna with you on the call for tonight's matchup, which should be a good one. These two teams matched up twice this season. St. Francis won both of them. Last time that the Tigers were here, they were embarrassed in a 90-52 St. Francis victory. So expect them to come out fired up for this one today as Merrick Small and Eli Edwards stand at center court for the opening tip, which is won by the Fighting Saints. We're underway. The home team's in white, going from right to left to start today's game. Tigers in purple. They'll be going from left to right in the first half. Saints beat St. Ambrose in round one, a 5-point victory on Tuesday night. Ball knocked away from Merrick Small and pulled in by Caleb Coro. Olivet Nazarene forces a turnover on the opening possession. Olivet is the 5 seed. They pulled the minor upset on the road, defeating Indiana South Bend by 2 on Tuesday night. Rebound grab by Merrick Small off the miss. Here come the Saints looking for the first points of the game. Aitor Arte lobs it inside to Merrick Small. Small kicks it out. Ramel Davis. Open three. Good. Ramel Davis, not a huge three-point shooter. He's only made 11 of them all year, but he shoots at a high percentage. And if you give him that much space, he will make you pay, as the Tigers have learned early on tonight. 3-0 St. Francis. Caleb Swearingen sets it up for Olivet. This is Daniel Murphy driving on Davis, backing up. Murphy looks inside, feeds Eli Edwards. Edwards over Merrick Small. Nice touch from Eli Edwards. The junior out of Kokomo, Indiana, has the first points of the game for the Tigers. Saints basketball, usual starting 5, Nunnally, Sims, Small, Davis, and Anabadarte. Olivet Nazarene starts Daniel Murphy, Tyler Curl, Caleb Coro, Caleb Swearingen, and Eli Edwards. Davis with a shot clock under 10, fires another 3. That's 2 in a row. Like I said, he won't take them a lot unless you leave him uncovered. They've given him space twice in a row, and he's got 6 early points. Here's Caleb Swearingen running into traffic, kicking outside. It's Caleb Coro. Coro guarded by Joffrey Nunnally outside the three-point line. Crosses to his left. Nunnally sticks with him. He spins into the paint just inside the free throw line. Misses the jumper. And Merrick Small grabs the rebound. Delshawn Sims pushes it ahead for the Fighting Saints. It's Nunnally in the corner to Small. Small's been active offensively early on, getting the inside touches. He kicks it out to Anabadarte, and he misses the 3. Good look for Aitor Anabadarte. He's not able to keep the Saints perfect from beyond the arc. 6-2, St. Francis has the lead. Here's Daniel Murphy on the wing, firing across court to Caleb Swearingen. Pull up from 13 feet, rims out. Rebound Anabadarte, the second leading rebounder in the CCAC this season. Small gets another post touch, working one-on-one with Edwards, and he draws the foul as Edwards bumps him going up. 17-10 on the first half clock. St. Francis leads 6-2, and they'll try to add to their lead from the free throw line. Good free throw shooting team. Merrick Small is a 71% foul shooter this year, and he makes the first. 7-2 Saints. St. Francis tied Indiana Northwest for a conference championship this year. Saints clinched the automatic bid to the national tournament on the second tiebreaker with Indiana Northwest because those two teams split their regular season matchups. And Northwest lost at home to the number 7 seed on Tuesday. Swearingen steps outside the arc, fires inside Edwards. Layup, no good. May have been tipped from behind by Davis. Olivet gets it back. Swearingen backs in on Anabadarte. Shovels out to Coro. Tried to get it back to Swearingen. Pass knocked away. Scooped up by Joffrey Nunnally. Nunnally leads the break. Bounced for Anabadarte. Reverse layup is wild. And Olivet takes it quickly the other direction. Caleb Coro going all the way to the rim. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the team in purple. Saints basketball ahead by 6. You know that Indiana Northwest is pulling hard for St. Francis now. Each conference gets 2 automatic bids to the national tournament. One goes to the regular season champion, one goes to the conference tournament champion in the CCAC. Davis, turnaround, no. Rebounded by Coro. the regular season and tournament champion are the same team, then it goes to the second place team, which would be Indiana Northwest. Laid in by Eli Edwards. The junior averaging 17 points per game has the first 4 today for Olivet. So that means if the Saints win today and then again on Saturday, Indiana Northwest would punch their ticket. Olivet needs to win this conference tournament to have any chance at the national tournament. So obviously a huge game for them today. Davis fakes the 3 this time. He's already hit 2 of them. Here he shovels off underneath the basket to Merrick Small. Small finds Anabadarte in the corner, and Anabadarte finds the bottom of the basket. First points of the game for the Saints' leading scorer, averaging close to 17 points per game. He had a big one on Tuesday in the tournament opener. Davis blocks the shot. Daniel Murphy turned away, and here come the Saints, already up by 6, trying to extend that lead following the big defensive play. Merrick Small just inside the three-point line. Sends it down into the corners. Joffrey Nunnally. Nunnally steps around the defender, and he gets bumped by Caleb Swearingen. That's going to be a foul called on Olivet Nazarene. Their second, first on Caleb Coro. Delshawn Sims is the inbounder. Sims lobs for Merrick Small. Handoff back to Sims. Sims drives on Coro, pulls back, gives to Anabadarte. 12 to shoot. Anabadarte finds Merrick Small. Small going one-on-one with Edwards. Help defense comes. He finds the shooter outside. Anabadarte misses the open 3 from up top. Olivet hasn't been able to get anything going offensively so far, but they've hung around 10-4. They're down by just 6. Swearingen hands it off to Tyler Curl. Curl to the rim. No good. Shot altered by Anabadarte. Joffrey Nunnally works quickly the other direction. Pulls up at the three-point line on the left wing. Bounce down low. Merrick Small along the baseline. Ramel Davis tries another three-pointer. This time it's an air ball. So they've continually left him open. Aitor Anabadarte comes in for Connor Casper. 10:27 to play in the first half. St. Francis trying to reclaim the lead that they held for the first 9 minutes. Richardson into Anabadarte. Sean Richardson sets his feet for 3. That's short. Rebound grabbed by Andrew Bennett. Fired ahead for Wood. Wood to Caleb Coro. 3-ball off the rim. Coro, slow start today. 20-point per game scorer is at 2. And a loose ball foul is called on St. Francis. It goes against Sean Richardson. First foul on Richardson, second on the team. Coro will be the inbounder. Caleb Coro just 1 of 5 from the field so far today. Tigers will need him to pick it up if they want to pull off the upset and advance to the championship game. Coro out to Bennett, 3-pointer. Rims out, rebound to Ben Fatz and the Fighting Saints. Fatz nearly threw it out of bounds. Richardson's able to keep it alive. Saints set up their half-court offense. Anabadarte on the wing, looking down low, bounces to Ben Fatz. Working one-on-one against Luke Brayman. Fatz backs in, double team, throws it up, misses. Offensive rebound, Anabadarte. Saints can reset, shot clock doesn't. Nick Nego can't finish, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line after a timeout. 9:33 to play. First half. St. Francis has gone ice cold. They'll try to get off the schneid on the other side of this break. 14-13, Olivet. Back in a moment. First time these two teams met up, it was considerably closer back on December 5th. Saints beat the Tigers in Bourbonnais 74-62. So they did go 2-0 against Olivet this year. But again, this Tigers team is playing its best basketball of the season when it matters most down the stretch here. Nick Nego misses the first free throw. St. Francis 0 of 3 at the line today. It's only the second free throw that Nick Nego has missed this year, which isn't saying much. It's only the 5th he's attempted. This is the 6th, and this one is good. Saints are 1 of 4 at the line. Make that 3 of 6 at the line. Merrick Small made his 2. Daniel Murphy Hounded by Ben Kreitz at half court. Throws it off to his right, and Andrew Bennett. Bennett pulls up, top of the key, three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, it bounces in. That rim has been awfully kind to Olivet Nazarene early on today. Tigers back in front, 17-14. Sean Richardson outside the three-point arc on the wing for the Saints. Sends it down to the corner. Ben Kreitz back near half court. Nick Nigo. Shot clock under 10. It's Merrick Small giving back to Nigo. Nigo doesn't use the screen. Drives to the right. Loses the ball. Knocked away by the Tigers. Caleb Coro takes over. Coro steps down the lane and lays it in. Beautiful drive from Caleb Coro. And Olivet's lead is 5. They're on a 13-1 run. St. Francis hasn't made a field goal in more than 5 minutes. Sean Richardson cross to Aitor Anabararte, feigns the three, takes it inside. Anabararte to the rim, no good. Rebound to Brayman. Olivet trying to extend a 5-point lead. It's Bennett, step back three. Bennett, this time it's the front of the rim, does not go in, and Aitor Anabararte is called for the loose ball foul. It'll be number 1 on, not Anabararte, but Merrick Small. Third foul on St. Francis. They did get Small for the foul. 8:08 on the clock. Delshawn Sims, Joffrey Nunnally, Ramel Davis all back in. With the starting unit on the floor, Saints controlled this game early. Once the backups came in, Olivet took over. And they're taking over against the starters now as well. Eli Edwards lays it in. Edwards has 8 points. He scored the first 6 for Olivet, then took a break, just back into the game, and right back to work. 15-1 run, Olivet Nazarene. More than 6 minutes without a basket for the Saints. Joffrey Nunnally over to Ramel Davis. Davis down the lane, floats it up and in. So they went over 6 minutes, but finally back on the board. Ramel Davis has 8 for St. Francis. And Caleb Coro is going to try to get those 2 points right back from the free throw line. Coro fouled on his way to the rim. First foul on Joffrey Nunnally. Coro will get 2 free throws, 4 points for him so far. 89% free throw shooter, makes the first. Coro's a redshirt junior out of St. Patrick High School on the north side of Chicago. Leading scorer this season for Olivet, second leading scorer in the conference. He's got 6. 23-16 Tigers. Very slow offensive start for them. They've turned it around. Delshawn Sims finds Aitor Anabararte. Up top to Merrick Small. Nunnally on the left wing. Up top to Sims. Delshawn Sims hands it off. Works its way back to Sims around a screen to his right. Jump pass out to Anabararte. Three-pointer, good. Aitor Anabararte has 5 points. Pulls the Saints back within 3. Fourth made three-pointer of the game for the Fighting Saints. Here's Daniel Murphy working against his fellow number 0, Ramel Davis. Murphy picks it up, kicks out to Caleb Coro. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Coro to Edwards. Eli Edwards working against Small. Pull-up jumper, got the roll. Well defended by Merrick Small, but Eli Edwards is turning everything into gold here in the first half. 10 points already for the red-hot Edwards. Junior averaging better than 17 points per game for the year. Nunnally to Anabararte, right back to Nunnally. Delshawn Sims crosses to his left, step back 3, perfect from Delshawn Sims. The 5th made three-pointer of the half for St. Francis. It is their outside shooting keeping them in the game right now as they trail by only 3. Caleb Coro Throws to the cutting Eli Edwards, picked up by Delshawn Sims. Small comes over to help. Caleb Swearingen to Tyler Curl, open three, good. Good ball movement by Olivet. Saints defense over-rotated, left a man wide open. 6 points for Tyler Curl. Trading three-pointers here as we start to get late in the first half. Nunnally gives it to Small. Over on the wing, Aitor Anabadarte, under 10 to shoot for Delshawn Sims. Bounce down low, it's Merrick Small. Up with the right hand, doesn't get it, off the rim. Rebound to Olivet, Tigers on the move. Caleb Coro picked up by Nunnally. Coro slows it down, lets his offense get set up. He finds Murphy on his right. Murphy leaning in on Delshawn Sims, picks it up in the paint. Kicks to the cutting Edwards. Eli Edwards backing in. Edwards one-on-one with Small. Turnaround, no. Rolled around the rim, didn't fall. Rebound tipped by Murphy, right back to Edwards. Caleb Swearingen works his way inside. Swung around Caleb Coro. Back into the post for Murphy. Daniel Murphy shakes free of Delshawn Sims and lays it in. Sims went for the steal. Murphy didn't give the ball up and then got an open look. The lead is 8 for Olivet, a game high for them. Aitor Anabadarte on the elbow, tries to get it into Merrick Small. Small is fouled on the floor. And that'll take us to another timeout. 4:09 on the clock. They were just here last week. They could be back again this weekend, but only if St. Francis picks it up. Delshawn Sims inbounds to Merrick Small. Nunnally to Sims on his left. Sims guarded by Caleb Coro. Bounce down low for Ramel Davis. Davis has it poked away and he touched it last. St. Francis turns the ball over. Ben Fatz checks in for the Saints. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Great start today for St. Francis, but Olivet has picked it up. Saints have faded as the half has gone on. Still anybody's game. Saints trailed by as many as 9 points in the first half in the tournament opener on Tuesday. They were able to turn it around and coast to a victory over St. Ambrose. Foul called on Ramel Davis, and that's number 2 on him. St. Ambrose actually did fight back on Tuesday and make it close, but after trailing by 9 early, Saints took the lead early in the second half and never gave it up. Much more impressive as that game went on. Curl over to Swearingen. Daniel Murphy on the outside, picked up by Anabadarte. Murphy fights his way inside, tries to get around Anabadarte, loses control and throws the ball away. Ben Fatz is there to pick it up. 30-22, Olivet Nazarene on top. Just over 3 minutes to play in the half. Saints trying to put a dent into this deficit before halftime. Anabadarte drives, throws it up. It's grabbed by Ben Fatz, who scores. Anabadarte got up in the air without really an idea of where to go with the ball. He threw it towards Fatz, but it was deflected, and it looked like Olivet was going to force the turnover. Instead, loose ball was picked up by Fatz, and it turned into 2 points for St. Francis. A fortunate 2 points, but they're back within 6. Caleb Swearingen to Caleb Coro. Coro drives, pulls back. Guarded by the much bigger Aitor Anabadarte. Coro crosses over, step back 3. Rims out, and knocked out of bounds. Going the Saints' way. Delshawn Sims will take it down the floor for St. Francis. The Olivet faithful letting the officials hear their displeasure for that last call. They thought that Olivet should keep the ball. Ben Fatz spins around Brayman and scores at the rim. Great ball work. Ben Fatz makes it a 4-point game. He's got the last 4 points. Coro into the corner for Murphy. Caleb Swearingen drives. Swearingen into the paint, back out to Curl. Tyler Curl drains the 3. 9 points for Curl. The lead is back up to 7 for Olivet. Delshawn Sims holds it out on the Pat Quigley logo. Moves to his right, down into the corner. Dribbles the baseline, opposite corner, fires the three. Off the rim, rebounded by Curl. St. Francis cut the deficit to 4. Olivet got the three-pointer, now trying to add 3 more from Tyler Curl. He hits again. 4 3-pointers for Curl. And Olivet has their biggest lead of the night, 36-26. Got the deficit down to 4, but then back-to-back 3-pointers for Curl put Olivet ahead by a game-high 10 points. Ramel Davis sits down with his 2 fouls for the final minute plus of the first half. Nick Nigo back on the floor. Ben Fatz gives it up to Aitor Anabararte. Anabararte works inside on Brayman. Physical play inside, and he's fouled. Anabararte is going to the free throw line. Relatively quiet first half for him. 5 points, 3 rebounds so far. Average is better than 16 and 8 for the season. Anabarte's first shot is good. His first free throw of the game. He takes about 7 foul shots per game on average. He's got 2 shots today, and he's made them both. 7 points for Anabararte. Saints are within 8. If they can get a stop and a score, they probably feel pretty good about themselves going into halftime down 5 or 6. Timeout called by Olivet. See what the Tigers have in mind here. Plenty of time to go 2 for 1, if indeed they want to. So we'll see if Nick Berkey drew up a quick shot for them, if they're going to try to milk the clock a little bit. Swearingen inbounds to Coro. 6 points in the half for Caleb Coro. He is taking his time. So it appears that they'll play for just 1 more possession this half. Coro drives down the lane, works his way inside, pass deflected, stolen by Joffrey Nunnally. Here's Aitor Anabararte on the move. Anabararte gets across half court, finds Nunnally. The defense back quickly for Olivet, so the Saints slow it down. Ben Fatz's pass deflected, knocked out of bounds. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 3 seconds difference between the shot and game clock. So right here, if the Saints don't get something quickly off of the inbounds play, I would imagine they'll run a little clock. Ben Fatz to Nick Nigo. They did not get anything quickly off the inbounds play. They'll run their offense, though, as standard. Ben Fatz down into the paint, and he traveled. No, foul called, sorry. Foul on Olivet Nazarene. And that is their 8th. So it does put Ben Fatz at the free throw line. Luke Brayman called for his 3rd foul of the half. So he checks out. The freshman Luke Yeager comes in for the final 14.2. 1-1 for the senior from Germany. Ben Fatz makes the front end. That gives him 1 more. One out of 2. Rebound poked out to Delshawn Sims. So the Saints will get to take the last shot of the half. They've scored the last 3 points, looking to add a few more before halftime. 3 seconds. Aitor Anabararte, turnaround jumper, doesn't roll in. And that'll do it for the first half. Saints were able to play that last minute well, though. Against a tough Olivet defense, the Tigers are at 48%. Both teams have shot very well from outside. 5 of 11 for the Saints, 5 of 10 for Olivet. Tigers basketball as we start the second half. Caleb Coro gets a screen, moving to his left. Up top to Eli Edwards. Edwards was great in the first half. Coro trying to start great in the second half, but he misses the three. Knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Edwards did pick up 2 fouls in the first half, and he was limited to just 12 minutes as a result. So if the Saints can get him to pick up another foul or two, it'd be a big benefit to them because Edwards, when he's been out there, has been the best player on the floor. Delshawn Sims passes across his body to Joffrey Nunnally on the wing. Lobs for Aitor Anabadarte. He's in the corner with 13 to shoot. Backing in on Coro. Kicks out to the open Delshawn Sims, and Sims misses the three. Each team misses a three-pointer on their opening possession of the second half. Tyler Curl was trying to find Eli Edwards inside. Bounced off the foot of a Fighting Saint. Kick violation. It'll be Olivet basketball from the baseline. St. Francis got home court advantage throughout the CCAC tournament by getting the number 1 seed. I don't know how well it has served them in at least one capacity today. I'd say just eyeballing it, seems like there are more Tigers fans than Saints fans today. Tyler Curl, deep three, off the rim. First miss of the day from the outside for Curl. Joffrey Nunnally up and running for the Saints. Jump stop off the block. He knocks it in. Joffrey Nunnally's got 5. Saints have scored the last 5 points going back to the final minute of the first half, and they've cut their deficit in half. Caleb Swearingen gives it up to Eli Edwards. Edwards, 16-foot jumper misses. Rebound goes to Ramel Davis. Davis pushing it ahead for St. Francis, working inside on Caleb Swearingen. Ramel Davis, offensive foul. That's number 3 on him. Lowered his shoulder into Caleb Swearingen. Swearingen took the hit, and the Saints turn it over. First foul of the half on St. Francis, but a very costly one. Third of the game on Davis, who averages 12.5 points per game, second on the team. Caleb Coro dribbles to his left, behind the back pass to Caleb Swearingen. Swearingen drives, he's blocked by Anabadarte. Swearingen got it right back and threw it off the foot of Joffrey Nunnally, so it'll stay with Olivet Nazarene. Nice block by Anabadarte, his first of the game, 5th for St. Francis today. Ramel Davis has 3. Ben Kreitz picked up a block as well. Out to Caleb Coro. 15 to shoot. Daniel Murphy drives, and he's fouled by Anabadarte on the reach. That's number 2 on Aitor. Excuse me, number 1 on him. So not a big concern right there. Ramel Davis is still on the floor. Obviously, a big game today. A conference tournament. Ryan Marks can't afford to be without him for too long. So he's playing with 3 fouls. Edwards playing with 2 fouls. Gets the reverse. Beautiful drive from Eli Edwards. He's got 12. Olivet has their first points in about 4 minutes. They lead by 7. Joffrey Nunnally spins into the paint. Little fadeaway, well short. Rebound goes to Olivet. Pushed ahead to Curl. Tyler Curl gets it out to Edwards. Eli Edwards backs in on Merrick Small. Edwards fighting for positioning. Turnaround on Small, banks it in. Tough shot for Eli Edwards. I don't think Merrick Small could have played that any better than he did defensively. But Edwards has scored 4 points in a row, and he gives Olivet a 9-point lead. Aitor Anabadarte up top to Merrick Small. Sims looking down low for Davis. He's got him. Davis, one dribble, inside, lays it off the glass and in. Big play for Ramel Davis. He's into double figures. First Saint to say that tonight. He's at 10 points. Caleb Coro steps inside the three-point arc, bounces to Edwards. Another tough shot for Edwards, and again it goes down. Everything's falling for Eli Edwards. He has been outstanding today. He's got 16 points, 8 of 10 shooting. Delshawn Sims trapped on the baseline, finds Joffrey Nunnally. Here's Merrick Small turning to face the basket. Small stripped by Murphy, gets it back. Finds Anabadarte on the outside, and he knocks down the three. 10 points for Aitor Anabadarte. 42-36. St. Francis hanging around against a plucky Olivet team that has won 6 consecutive games, going back to the first week of February. Caleb Coro drives around Nunnally, scoops it up and in. 8 points for Caleb Coro. Tough sledding for both of the leading scorers today. Coro and Anabadarte have had to fight hard for their points, but they're getting them. Anabadarte now at 10, Coro at 8. Delshawn Sims rolls to his right, picks up his dribble, finds Joffrey Nunnally. Nunnally bounces to Merrick Small. Small is stripped by Caleb Swearingen. And here come the Tigers. Curl to Murphy, and Murphy throws it in. Olivet's lead is back up to 10, matching their biggest. St. Francis has picked up their offensive game a little bit, but Olivet still going strong. After that slow start for the Tigers, they have been very difficult to stop. Merrick Small bounces into Anabadarte, who is fouled on the floor. Caleb Swearingen called for reaching in from behind. 48-16. A shocking score if you're an Olivet Nazarene supporter. But today, the Tigers are making amends, playing a really good basketball game so far. They lead by 10. A lot of time left, though. Nick Nego is fouled, cutting to the basket. Second foul on Olivet this half. That goes on Daniel Murphy, his second. Nego and Ben Fatz are in right now for the Fighting Saints. Anabadarte, Sims, and Nunnally all remain on the floor. Ryan Marks will use his reserves a little bit more judiciously here today than usual. It's a playoff game. They can't afford to be without their star players for too long. So Aitor Anabadarte remains on the floor. He drives with the left hand. Nice stop inside with the layup. Beautiful drive from the 6', 7" tall Aitor Anabadarte. "12 points for him. Tyler Curl's got 12 for Olivet. He kicks outside to Caleb Swearingen. Murphy takes one step in, back out to Swearingen. Making a move on Nick Nego. Swearingen, turnaround jumper, good. The Tigers continue to score. They are hitting tough shots left and right. 6 for 10 from the field this half. Joffrey Nunnally finds Nick Nego. Bounced over to Anabadarte, high post. Anabadarte turns to face the basket. Into Ben Fatz, surrounded by purple shirts. He puts it up and in anyway. In traffic, Ben Fatz makes it happen. 7 points for him. Trading buckets, a lot of offense here in the second half. It was 36-29 at halftime. Caleb Coro, pull-up jumper from the mid-range. He's fouled. The mid-range game has been really strong for Olivet Nazarene today. And this time it gets Coro to the free throw line where he almost never misses. Coro gets to the line a lot. And he shoots it at 90%. 2 for 2 today. 49-40. Sean Richardson in for Delshawn Sims. So Nunnally and Anabadarte are the two starters who remain on the floor for St. Francis. 2 for 2. Coro's in double figures. Third Tiger to hit that mark. 50-40. Olivet maintains the 10-point lead. It's been right around here this whole second half. Anabadarte working against Caleb Swearingen. Gets it right back. Coro helps on defense. Fired outside to Nick Nego. Joffrey Nunnally, 7 to shoot. Gets the screen, rolls to his left. Lobs it inside for Nego. Nego finds Anabadarte in the corner. Three-pointer is good. Tough three for Aitor Anabatarte with the shot clock running out. A big bucket for the Fighting Saints. 15 points for Anabatarte, more than half of them already here in the second half. Bennett's pass deflected by Anabatarte, but kept alive by Coro. Caleb Coro for three. It's short. Rebound chased down by Sean Richardson. Anabatarte making things happen on offense and defense right now. And the Fighting Saints can get within 2 scores on this possession. Ben Fatz over to Joffrey Nunnally. Down low, Aitor Anabatarte working against Swearingen. Fakes the pass, bounces inside, 8 to shoot. Anabatarte jump pass out to Sean Richardson. Top of the key, misses the three-pointer. Offensive rebound, Anabatarte. He's grabbed by Caleb Swearingen, and a foul called on Olivet Nazarene. 7-point game, third foul picked up by the Tigers this half. That's the second on Swearingen. Sean Richardson will inbound from the baseline. Lobbed for Nigo, picked up by Bennett. Richardson gets the screen, finds his way into the paint, out to Nigo, wanted the shot, but Bennett closed in fast. Nunnally pulls up, jumper from the baseline is good. Joffrey Nunnally's got 7. Just a 5-point game. St. Francis's bench getting fired up on defense. Caleb Swearingen holds it for Olivet, slowing the game down a bit. It's Caleb Coro firing into the circle for Eli Edwards, who's been quiet for a little while. Drive from Coro. Coro shovels off to Edwards. Layup good. 18 for Edwards. They haven't been getting him the ball much over the last couple of minutes, but every time he touches it, he makes St. Francis pay. He has had an outstanding game tonight. Again, he was great on Tuesday against Indiana South Bend. Aitor Anabatarte against Swearingen, backing in, offensive foul. Second time that Swearingen has taken a charge today. St. Francis had all the momentum. They got within 5, and Olivet has taken it back over with a bucket from Edwards. And now they force a turnover, 11:06 to play in the second half. Connor Casper and Ramel Davis check in for Aitor Anabatarte and Joffrey Nunnally. I don't know how he kept that one alive. It looked sure that Olivet was going to secure it. Casper checks out as Aitor Anabatarte returns to the floor. Anabatarte, the Saints' leading scorer this year. He's also their leading scorer in this game with 15 points. Shot clock set to 20, 8:39 to play in the game. Both teams have gone a little bit quiet after we saw a flurry of scoring just a little bit ago. Saints would love to get out of the cold snap right here. Ramel Davis loses the ball, gets it back and gives to Anabatarte. Here's Sean Richardson. Richardson finds Nick Nigo on the wing. Nigo looking down low for Davis, has him. Davis kicks it out to Anabatarte. Nice fake, gets inside, lays it in. Aitor Anabatarte has 17. Saints are within 3. This is as close as they've been in the second half. Coro down to Edwards, outside, Tyler Curl. He's had the hot hand today, but not anymore. He has not made a shot in the second half after scoring 12 in the first. St. Francis could tie with a three-pointer. Ramel Davis will try for that tie. Rims out, and the rebound goes to Caleb Swearingen. Good look from Davis, who has hit 2 threes today. Swearingen hands to Curl. Tyler Curl picked up by Nick Nigo. His pass is deflected by Davis and taken away. A steal for St. Francis. Sean Richardson, top of the circle. Bounces down low. Ben Fatz lays it up. No good. Fight for the loose ball. Won by Eli Edwards. Good chance for the Saints there to cut it to 1, but Olivet gets the big stop. Now it's Swearingen trying to add to the lead. Swearingen is blocked by Davis. 4th block of the game by Ramel Davis. And the loose ball is picked up by Nick Nigo. Olivet Nazarene has gone ice cold from the field. Saints have gotten back to within 3, looking to make it a one-point game. Davis scores and gets to the line. He'll try to tie it up on the free throw. Foul is called on Daniel Murphy. That's number 3 on him. Timeout called by Olivet. St. Francis has fought their way back from 10 down and maintained the lead. Now that has not been the case the last few minutes. 4.5 minutes since the Tigers have scored. Ramel Davis misses the free throw. He's 0 for 3 from the line tonight. And the Tigers remain in front, 52-51, under 7 minutes to play. Caleb Coro gives it to Edwards, back to Coro. Around to his right, it's Daniel Murphy. Murphy with 10 to shoot, takes a step back, works his way in on Ramel Davis, kicks out to Coro. Caleb Coro trying to find a shot for himself. Instead, he gets it into Swearingen, no good, and a shot clock violation. Caleb Swearingen is scoreless tonight. He averages 11 a game and just has not been able to find any clean looks. Lately, the St. Francis defense has been suffocating. They're playing well on the offensive end, but not doing anything sensational. It's the defense that has keyed this big run. Ramel Davis trying to give St. Francis the lead. Off the glass, he gives them the lead, 53-52. St. Francis has scored the last 8 points. Olivet now 5.5 minutes since they've scored. Swearingen in trouble, gets it away to Tyler Curl. Curl down low, gets it in off the backboard. Merrick Small came over to help defensively. Curl was able to push it in anyway. First points for the Tigers in nearly 6 minutes. Their once 10-point lead was erased. Now they get it back to 1. We had just 1 lead change in the first 24 minutes of the game. Now 2 in the last 30 seconds. Ramel Davis floats it in. He's got the last 6 for St. Francis. Back and forth we go, 55-54 Saints. Olivet basketball trying to take the lead right back. It's Caleb Coro. Coro fires it back to his right side. Edwards, ball knocked away by Delshawn Sims, and Merrick Small picks up the loose ball. St. Francis has the ball with the lead for the first time since about the 12-minute mark of the first half. Small to Sims. Sims looking inside for Davis. Murphy fell. Davis takes advantage. He has scored 8 points in a row for the Fighting Saints, and their lead is 3. A 12-2 run for St. Francis to reclaim this advantage. Here's Daniel Murphy under the basket, bumped by Davis. That's his 4th foul. So Davis has been the hot hand for St. Francis. He's scored 8 points in a row. He's up to 18 for the game. Saints beat him by 2 in overtime. They saw Governor State 2 weeks ago and lost by 1. So they would love to see the Jaguars a chance for a little revenge. First things first, they've got to take out Olivet. Aitor Anabadarte is called for the foul on Eli Edwards. That's number 2 on Anabadarte. Number 3, sorry, on Anabadarte. Ramel Davis still on the floor. He picked up his 4th foul just prior to the timeout. Daniel Murphy over to Curl, looking for the tie. Air ball on the 3-pointer. I guess technically not an air ball. He missed the rim, but he got the backside of the backboard. Not a good shot regardless. 57-54. St. Francis trying to extend their lead. And a foul is called on Olivet. That was away from the ball. Called on Curl. 6th foul on the Tigers, so both teams have hit their limit. We'll get free throws on fouls over the final 4 minutes of the game. Ben Fat's back in for St. Francis. Nunnally over to Delshawn Sims. Down low, Davis. Davis has had the hot hand. He scored 8 points in a row. Defensive foul called on Daniel Murphy. Big call there as Murphy tried to knock Davis out of the game. And instead, he picks up his fourth. So Davis at the line. They called it a shooting foul. He's 0 for 3 shooting free throws today. It's been the one hole in his game this evening, but he fills it in. He has scored the last 9 points for the Saints, 19 points in the game. One more shot. He misses the second. So still struggling from the line. He's been good everywhere else tonight. St. Francis leads 58-54. From a 10-point deficit to a 4-point lead in this second half. Caleb Coro backs up. Coro picks up his dribble, fires across court to Swearingen. Swearingen looks inside, knocked away by Nunnally. Ball loose on the floor, poked around, still loose, finally secured by Coro. Shot clock running out. Murphy for three. It's an air ball and a shot clock violation. Olivet Nazarene has just 2 points in the last 8 minutes. And St. Francis is trying to take over this game as we approach the final 3 minutes of play. Anabadarte over to Sims. Delshawn Sims holds in position, gives it up top to Davis. Ben Fatz at the free throw line. Handoff back to Ramel Davis. Davis carries it inside, back to Fatz. Ben Fatz over Edwards, scores, and makes it a 6-point lead. Swearingen is fouled by Aitor Anabadarte. That's his fourth. So Anabadarte and Davis both have 4 fouls now. 2 of them have combined for 36 of St. Francis's 60 points. And that is certainly a path to victory for Olivet if they can knock both of those guys out of the game. Fighting Saints have certainly taken over control of this game, but still just a 2-score contest with a lot of time left. So they have not pulled away by any means. Free throws coming up for Caleb Swearingen. Swearingen has just 2 points today. 1 of 5 from the field. It's been a tough offensive game for him, but he's an 82% free throw shooter, and he's got a chance to end the Olivet drought. He does on the first free throw. Olivet had just 2 points over the last almost 9 minutes now, make it 3 in the last 9 minutes. And they score again. I mean, that just goes to show how well Olivet had been playing earlier in the game. But you can score 2 points over a 9-minute stretch and still be right in it. They are right now. Down by only 4, just about 2.5 minutes to play. Davis guarded tightly by Murphy, and Murphy fouls out. Murphy's not happy with the call. Got to give him a little bit of space. Murphy was standing right on top of him, kind of asking for the foul to be called. And so he picks up his 5th. He's done for the day. 2:34 to play. Nobody's told him yet that that was his 5th foul. He's not being asked to leave. I've got him for 5 fouls. The referee is over at the scorer's table right now, maybe getting clarification. I had him at 5. The official announcement just moments ago was that it was his 5th. The scoreboard isn't working. Typically, it would have it up on the scoreboard, but remember, they had that malfunction a little while ago. They had to reset the scoreboard, so they reset all the stats in the process. Finally, Murphy is told to get out of here. Andrew Bennett comes in. Connor Casper comes in for Aitor Anabadarte, and that's so that he avoids the same fate because he's got 4 fouls. Nick Nigo's at the scorer's table as well, so if Davis makes these 2 free throws. This is a 1-and-1, but if he makes them both, Nigo will come in for him. Davis makes the first. Two of 6 from the line today. He's got 20 points. Trying to extend the lead back to 6. And this is another free throw. Rebound to Caleb Coro. 5-point game. Coro takes it inside the arc. Step back jumper. Got it to go. Big shot for Caleb Coro. Points have not been easy to come by for him tonight. Just 4 of 13 from the field, but a big bucket right there. 3-point game, 2:10 to go. Delshawn Sims bounces to Davis. Davis working against Swearingen. Turns to face the basket. Takes a step towards the paint. Kicks it out to Sims. Back to Davis. Under 2 minutes to play. Ramel Davis, pull-up jumper. Got it. 22 for Davis. Caleb Coro working quickly on the other end. Dribbles it off his foot. It's picked up by Delshawn Sims, and Sims is fouled by Tyler Curl. He'll go to the line. Caleb Coro has had such a good season for Olivet. It has been a rough night for him. Tough shooting game, and he dribbles it off his foot in a critical moment when Olivet needed points, and now St. Francis has a chance to make it a 3-possession game. Sims misses the front end, and the rebound goes to Edwards. St. Francis has not been able to figure out foul shots tonight. This game could be over right now if they were hitting those. The whistle blows on the opposite side of the floor. It's not a foul. I think well, it is a foul, sorry. It's on Nick Nigo. Nick Nigo fouled Tyler Curl. That was the call. So Curl's going to the line. He'll get a 1-and-1. And he does not usually miss free throws at all. 34 for 38 on the season. For as impressive as this comeback has been for St. Francis, they could have put the game away, but Olivet's shooting 100% from the free throw line. Saints are shooting 56%. Curl makes it 10 for 10 in the game. Saints are 10 of 18. (63-60). 90 seconds to go. Saints will run a little clock to start this possession. Bucket here would be backbreaking to Olivet if they can run the clock down to about 1 minute. Foul called away from the ball. That's on Andrew Bennett, and it's going to send Ramel Davis back to the free throw line. That's the 10th foul, so this will be a 2-shot trip to the line for Davis. He's missed 5 of 7 from the free throw line. From the field, he's only missed 4 shots. He's 9 of 13 from the field, 2 of 7 from the line. Been a great game all around for Davis, but he misses another free throw. 22 points in the game. This is a big one. He needed to make at least one of the two to make it a 2-score game. And Davis hits the second. Nick Nigo back in for defense with Davis sitting on 4 fouls. Olivet Arte stays on the floor this time, playing with his 4. 23 points for Davis. It's a season high for him. He averaged 12.5 points per game this year. He was the leading scorer last season, with Aitor and Arte missing the whole year with an injury. Timeout called by Olivet immediately across half court. Minute 16 to play. St. Francis won the regular season title for a reason. They're a resilient group. They have played a lot of games down to the wire, especially here at home late in the season. They've got another one right here, trying to finish off Olivet and give themselves one more home game. Edwards loses the ball, gets it back down to his knee and gives it to Coro. Coro, jumper misses, offensive rebound Edwards. Eli Edwards kicks it outside to Swearingen. Long three for Swearingen, short, and an over-the-back foul called on Olivet. 57 seconds on the clock. St. Francis is called for the foul. It goes against Richardson. Sorry about that. I thought Richardson was the one who was fouled. Obviously, a big call. Curl goes to the line. The guy who's 5 for 5 shooting free throws today. But he misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Rebounded by Aitor Anabadarte. And now the Saints are going to try to ride this one out to a victory. Timeout called by Ryan Marks. 47.9 showing on the clock. Been a good one tonight. St. Francis led for the first 9 minutes. Olivet took over with a big run midway through the first half. Caleb Coro fouls Sean Richardson, and Richardson will go to the line for 2. Olivet remained ahead for over 20 minutes of game time. Leading out a couple of different junctures by as many as 10 points. But St. Francis came to life late. The Fighting Saints are 14 of 21 from the field in the second half. Shooting better than 50% now for the game. And they put the clamps down on Olivet defensively. Richardson makes them both, 66-60. Tigers need points in a hurry here. Andrew Bennett across half court. Bennett steps up to the three-point line, picked up by Ben Fatt, steps back, fires a three, misses it short. Offensive rebound, Edwards, no, and a foul called on Aitor Anabadarte. Number 5 on him. So Anabadarte is done. He scored 17 points, grabbed 7 rebounds, and now he's out for the final 36.5 seconds of regulation. And then potentially anything that would come after that. So Ramel Davis checks back in for him. Davis has 4 fouls. That's some hugs and high fives from the bench. Caleb Swearingen has been a big part of this program over the last 4 years. But this is where Olivet's season comes to a close. Half-court heave for Bennett is good. And that makes it a 3-point final, 72-69. Aitor Anabadarte had 17 and a team-high 7 rebounds. Joffrey Nunnally chipped in with 11 points. For Olivet, Eli Edwards had 19 points, 8 rebounds. Tyler Curl had 18.